the same. We're going to start it like this.
There we go. Looks like it's like. Good, thank you.
And we are live. Okay, we welcome here today one of the big riders and I think one of the special persons from New York, John Angel, who is a active rider for Onyx RCR. I think that is the right name. And he's going to talk a little more about this magnific bike. Then we are in Europe, want to have it, and till the moment we don't have it.
Right.
I think it's just available for America. I think in the future we're going to have it. Hello, my friend. Thank you.
Hello.
To come to the live stream.
Oh, thank you for having me on.
The first question, I'll start this love for this beautiful machine.
I saw a friend. A friend had the bike. It was the first one I saw. I'd never seen one before. And about, I see it. The thing is, I can't remember if it was 2 days or 2 hours after I saw it, I ordered the bike.
And what was the special reason for you? What you see in this?
It looked beautiful. It looked beautiful. I knew nothing. It just looked amazing.
And the first bike you bought, it was like this one in a picture, or was it different?
Just like it.
Model?
Just like it. I actually have 2 of them right here inside the house.
Okay, perfect. And what in New York? I see there is lots of riders today with the same bike like you.
Right.
You are one of the persons who will tell to the guys, okay, buy this one because I see lots of videos of you.
Right.
Go get it. The bikes. Do you work direct with the company, or you just do it for yourself as a?
Well, it's an interesting story. Well, I do a lot of the group rides here in New York City, and I never told anyone get the bike. I just had the bike. I just think that everybody saw how beautiful the bike was, how it performed, and how much fun I was having with it. And now we have 142 of them here in the city.
Oh,
yeah. And as far as the I don't work for Onyx. They've offered me a job, but I'm a friend to the company. I just happen to do other things here in New York, and I happen to be riding in Onyx.
Okay, that is. Let's talk about your website. How long do you have? What's the right question? There is lots of questions about the batteries because it's 2 different types of batteries. I think you
That's
can
correct.
buy the. How can you explain to the people which one is and why? They have
the standard battery, the standard battery that the Onyx comes with is a great battery. They thought about safety, so they put the battery inside of a metal box. I have opened up the battery myself, looked inside, experimented with it. It is a very good quality battery. It's a Panasonic battery. It's got a great battery management system. So if you look at a lot of the, let's say, scooters and other e-bikes, even electric skateboards, the Onyx battery, the 23 amp hour, this is all the other batteries, and then the 23 amp hour Onyx one is right here. It's better than all of them. It's a tremendous battery. So the other battery, the bigger battery, that's a big difference. And so this bigger new battery, the new battery, is the same kind of battery you go buy to have a professional make for you. So if you look for somebody or a company that makes really good high performance racing batteries. That's what this new battery is. And so Onyx gets to be the first e-bike company in the world that gives their customers this smart battery. Um, it's very powerful. It's a great battery, has a lot of great features.
How many miles do you can make with the normal battery?
We don't know yet. The problem, the battery's too big. So I asked people, I said, do me a favor, somebody go ride the big battery and tell me how many miles you get. It's far. It's far. Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
very
it's
good.
on my Facebook. I put it on my Facebook. I said, everybody help me out. Go ride this big battery and tell me how many miles you get, how fast you were going. Were there hills? Was there traffic? Tell me all that. I haven't done it. I've had the battery for 2.5 weeks. I just don't have the
Okay.
time.
Yeah, maybe I can try it one time in Europe because I'm thinking about.
It's far. It's far. And so the first battery, the original battery, I had no problem doing everything I did here in New York City. And so this big battery is big. I'm never gonna see the bottom. It's just not gonna happen.
There's no end. And what is the life from what they give as life for these batteries when you charge it?
Like,
How many times? Yeah,
oh,
lifetime.
it
Because
really has to
normally,
do it has to do with the cell. So
okay,
you don't want to look at it. You have to remember that inside these batteries, you'll find like Sony cells, you'll find Panasonic cells, Samsung cells. So the best way to understand all these batteries is to start with one cell. So here, I'll
okay,
grab one. Give me 1 second. I'll grab one real
yeah,
quick. This is the battery. There's
okay,
160 of these Sanyo Panasonics inside of the Onyx battery. The new
okay,
one, this is the first battery. The bigger battery, I can't show you that one. Legally, I
okay,
cannot show you what that one looks like.
no
I
problem.
can't. So, but they have the same chemistry. It's called NMC. So
Okay,
this one that I'm holding will charge 1,000 times.
okay, perfect. And the pack is like this here. What you going to receive it is like this
That
one.
one, no, that's a different battery. That is a battery that I got as a gift from
Okay,
a professional battery company that's a friend of mine also, a different company. But
okay,
the Onyx battery, I can tell you this, right here next to me on the ground
uh-huh.
is one of the original batteries that Onyx made, one of the new big ones. I
Okay.
could show you that one a little bit. It's a very big
Yeah, no
battery.
problem.
Yeah.
I think I have it here.
But
Let me see.
it looks like that one. It looks like the one you
Yeah,
were showing me.
okay. Is like this one now?
That's it. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
And
simple.
so that one right there, the other one you were showing, it looks a lot like that on the inside. Very similar.
Yeah, because that is the big one, and this
Hmm.
one is the small one, I think.
That's correct. You got it.
And how to mount it a bike when you come to the shop? I don't know if you sell it or not. The bikes. If the people can ask from you directly, or they have to go to the shop. How that works with you?
Well,
Because
the way it works is everyone has to buy it from the website. There is a brand new dealer, very brand new. It's called Sabatino's. It's in Seattle, Washington. So
okay,
they're one of the first people to carry it in the store. But the problem is they can't keep it because it sells too fast.
yeah,
So if people here in New York, New Jersey want to see the Onyx, they want to try it out, they can come see me and they can see the bike and they can try the bike.
because I see it. I was in a website from them, and I said you can choose the batteries,
Hmm.
and then you can change the colors.
That's correct.
We can change here the colors. Then you're going to have it this color like this,
Hmm.
or you can put the white one. I think that is the standard from the
Right.
bike, and then you can change the like off-road wheels. I think that's the. Then you can. put at this light. I think I don't know the name. Indicators. Okay,
That's
and you
correct.
can this one. I don't know what is this.
You could choose the color of the panel. You could choose
Yeah,
indicators. You could choose the size of the battery.
but like this, the bike is fantastic. You
Yeah.
have a
Oh,
monster
it's
bike.
you have to see it. The pictures are nice. They're really nice, but it's very different when you see one in person. Very different.
Yeah, I see. I see. I'm very. I'm not a person. I'm a cook in my profession. I'm a professional cook. But
Hmm.
there is one guy here in Germany that he started selling now bikes. And today I tell him I'm going to make the interview with you,
Hmm.
and maybe he's going to come in to see it because he's very interesting to because he wants to sell it to here in Europe, and I think that
Yeah.
is very important for us here in Europe to have it because
Hmm.
like I talked to you in private, we have the laws for us here is not so good, and we have to try to find a solution for us to drive every
Right.
day
Well, there's
because
two people that are talking that did talk to Onyx about selling the Onyx in Turkey and in London, in England.
okay.
So, so it's possible. It's possible to take it to those two countries. I know that.
Okay. And the question I talked with you in private is the person who started this, who created this bike, I think is James, like you tell me. Can you talk a little
Yes.
more about him?
Yeah, we could. Yes, we could say that too. It was. We could say two friends, Tim and James, were at the very, very beginning of Onyx. Tim had designed the bike. He started Indiegogo, but then James took the company, and now James has the company, and James has designed a lot of new features, a lot of nice updates on the bike. The bike now that if you look on the website, we call that one the 1.5. That's James, great looking guy.
Okay.
1.5 has just been a great bike. A lot of people talking about it. The original bikes, they look the same to a degree, but you could see the small differences, the updates on the 1.5.
Okay. Uh, then we're going to come back to your website. I see you make lots of group rides, videos, and everything.
Hmm.
Group rides is every week, every month. How that works with you?
Well,
I
we
know
have
that
to
you
we have to
have.
work with the weather. So in the we could say that in the spring, summer, fall, it's organized. We organize group rides once a week. But sometimes we'll have two, three every week, every single week. We do lot
Okay.
of riding here. And in the winter, we just don't organize. We stop organizing. So if people want to ride, they just talk to each other on the phone and figure something out. Like today, there's a ride. One of the guys, a friend Kevin, he's organizing a ride in Brooklyn today at 5 o'clock.
Okay, that is great. Then you go to every ride with the guys.
Everyone I can make. I definitely go to
Okay.
my rides.
Hmm.
There's other people here in the city that help out that have their own rides too. But we all work together and we're all part of the same thing.
Okay. And when the people want to find you to see the rides you organize, how can I find you? In your website, in Facebook? Because you have, I see you have all the channels. You have
Yeah,
created
everything.
lots of channels. Yeah,
I
that
do.
I think is
I
amazing
even
what
have
you.
MySpace. I've got everything.
Yeah.
So the putting out today, I put out some new information about the Onyx group rides, and then the next one after that one is going to be the New York City group rides.
Okay.
And it's the same thing. It's really the same thing when it comes down to it. So here in New York, you have the bikes, the scooters, the skateboards, the unis. So a lot of the times we ride together, and then sometimes we ride separate. We call that centralized and decentralized. And it's good because it's great to ride with everybody, and then sometimes it's great to ride with your kind. If you have a uni, if you've got a scooter or an e-bike, things like that. There's just a lot of riding, a lot of riding. So the thing is, we never really had some solid information out there. New York City airboarding was the only one that had very good information about group rides. And so today, it's been more than a year since I've done this, but today is the day that I finally am starting to put information out there to organize it better so people can find us better.
Yeah, that's just, the important thing, because we need persons like you to organize. I see that you all work together with LA and San Francisco too,
That's correct.
because I see in your website that you are working with these guys. And the rides, most of the time, do you make more with motorbikes? Do you make all together? Because I see in your videos you have like different different types of electroboards and everything
Oh yeah,
together.
yeah. It's good. It's good to do it all together with all of them. You know.
Okay.
So I
Yeah.
found out I have 2,757 videos that are still on my
I see it
computer.
yesterday. I see it
Yeah,
yesterday. The
I
video.
need to put that on YouTube. I need to get, it's a lot of videos. So these
That is
videos,
crazy.
some of the videos you'll see just Onyx. You'll see Onyx with other bikes. You'll see other bikes. You'll see skateboards. You'll see everything.
I see it yesterday.
It's a lot of
I was
videos.
in. I see your video. Hey guys, I have these videos.
I
I
woke
have
up
to
at
talk.
4 o'clock in the morning today to just do this, to just
And I
organize.
say, my God, because I was thinking I have lots of videos, because I make lots of rides and lots. I go to other countries and everything, and I was thinking, okay, I have lots of videos, but I'm never going to go close to you.
You see the computer right there?
Yeah.
27 terabytes of storage. I have about 18 in videos on that one alone. So that's lots of hard drives. Lots of hard drives.
That's lots of work you're going to have
A
it to put
lot of
everything
work,
out.
man. It's a good thing.
Yeah, I know.
It's a very fast computer, so that's good. It's very
Yeah,
fast, so
that's
that
the
helps out.
important thing, because you're going to take. I have lots of videos here. I have lots of work, and I don't know if I'm going to make it one day.
Yeah,
And
I
then
know.
yesterday, I listened to you talking a little more, and I was like, "What?
Hmm.
That's too much." And
You should
I
feel
think,
bad for me. Now you can feel bad for me. You saw
no,
it.
I don't. I don't feel. No, I feel love what you're doing.
No,
That
no,
is
no.
the
No.
important
I said
part.
you should feel like, oh my God, this poor guy. He's got all these videos he's got to do. So,
Yeah, yeah, no, no. I'm very happy when you bring it out. That is the different. Like me,
hmm.
I'm a community guy.
Yeah, yeah.
I love this here. I do it that for fun. What I'm
Right.
trying to do, I want to change the idea from the people who are because most of the YouTubers, I'm not a YouTuber. Most
Hmm.
of the YouTubers, they just think to, okay, now is a new bike, we're going to put it and they win money, or there is a new skateboard, but they
Right,
don't
right,
never talk about us like you.
right, right.
And I say we have to change it. We have to bring the people who love this, the
Uh-huh.
people who invest money in this,
Right.
because they write every week, every day. I don't know how many times, and nobody talks about them. And I think that is not the way to treat us. Like
Hmm.
you work so much, you have so many work. The people don't know how many work you have. You have your page, you have the Facebook, you have the Twitter, you have the
Hmm.
Instagram, you have the TikTok, you have the Telegram. That is lots of
Right.
work. I know that.
Yeah, yeah.
It's lots of your time. The people don't know how many times you lose of your life to do
Oh, yeah.
something for the others. That's why
Hmm.
I say we have to change the mind from the YouTubers and say, okay, we have to work with these guys. This is the
Right,
magic. The magic is with
right.
these guys. The videos you put every day out
Uh-huh.
takes time from your life.
Right. It does.
It takes lots
Hmm.
of time. I know you make that with love, but that's what the people, the persons from the YouTubers, they have to look and say, okay, let's talk a little more about John. Let's talk about what he do, why. Let's talk
Hmm.
about the riders who do that, and nobody thinks about that. They don't think
Right.
about us.
Right.
And that's what that is my idea to change
They're
it.
changing. I mean, when I came into this community, when I came into this stuff, the change that you're talking about, it's happening little bit by little bit, but it is happening. It's good.
Because like me, I think like this. When
Hmm.
start guys doing this, that they can speak better English than me, that they can bring stuff that everybody understand it. Because it's not just buy a bike. I have to go to you that you ride it. There is lots of time with this bike, and you can explain it to the people who want to buy it.
Right.
Why do you want to buy this bike? And you can tell it to the guys. Okay, my experience, my personal experience is this,
Hmm. Right.
and the people can say, because YouTubers, they're going to sell you always the product. It's okay, it's good. You can do what you want. I'm going to put it everything in one plate.
Hmm.
I'm going to put the negative things and the positive things, and then you're going to say okay or not okay, and then you are confused. Sometimes you
Well,
don't
I
know
don't know.
what you
I
want.
think you know the interesting thing is I completely understand what you're saying, and I completely agree with you. And I'll give you an example. There's a lot of reviews of e-bikes, lots of different e-bikes, and to be honest, I didn't like any of them because I knew one reason, and I knew that most of these people, and they're nice, and I appreciate what they're doing, they don't know how to work on these bikes, they don't know how to modify them, they don't know how to fix them. So if you had somebody that knew how to repair these bikes, how to change the parts, how to modify it, understood everything, the motor, the controller, the battery. When I started, I knew nothing. Now I'm a pretty big battery expert, and it's different. So that's why when I made my video called the walk around, because I'm never going to do a review. I don't like reviews. I want to
Yeah,
hear from the person, the guy
no,
that knows how to work on the bike and fix it and repair it and puts a lot of miles into it and not by himself, but rides it with a lot of other people like I do. That's the guy I
yeah,
want to listen to. I want to see not just what he says, I'm going to see what he does. People
yeah,
say, hey, which bike should I get? I can get
yeah.
anything I want. I can ride anything I want. I'm riding the Onyx.
Yeah, that's the good thing, because you don't have no. You are not buy from anyone. You do your thing. You drive
Yeah.
when you want it. It's
Mhm.
like me. I have lots of boards here in my house. I have lots, and I always say I want to be free to speak the truth for the people, for the guys
Right.
who ride me,
Right.
because I think that very, very that's not.
Mhm.
Sorry, when I go for a ride,
Mhm.
and the guys, they are my friends.
Right. Right.
People that and if I'm not speak the truth, I think then it's going to be very bad for all of us. For
Well,
me,
I,
personally.
I think it's different for me because I became a millionaire when I was about 25 years old, um, and I've got a technology company, and I also have a law firm. So I don't do this for the money. Onyx isn't paying me for this. Onyx wants to give me money. They want to give me a lot of money, but I don't need the money. And so a friend of mine yesterday asked me the same question a lot of people ask me, why are you doing this? Why do you do all this? Because it makes me happy, because it's fun, because it's interesting for me, and I enjoy doing it.
Because you love it.
I'm Yeah, I love it. I must really like it to put this kind of time into it. So the thing is, I just think like when there's like a problem with any of these things, there's a way to approach it. And so there was, for example, with Onyx, there looked like there was going to be a problem with the first battery. And I saw people talking about it, and I said, no, 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 that's not the way to talk about it, because that's not the answer. So I went,
Yeah,
and that was the very first blog post that I put. I said, no, the battery's not broken. This is what we all need to learn and understand, because this is a different battery. This is a lot of these. And so it worked. It worked. People understood it wasn't a problem. It was called education. It was helping people understand the battery better. But the benefit I have again is I don't have to do what anybody else wants me to do. I can tell you what I want to tell you.
yeah, and that is the important thing. I see your
Yeah, yeah.
videos out. how you show to the people how they can. I see one of them was one wheel,
Hmm.
and you at the right position to put it.
Right, right.
Uh, and I said how you. I think you if anyone wants to go to your channel, and
Hmm.
I put the links here in. Then everybody can see it how do you show it, because that is very important to show to the person how to
Oh
do
yeah,
it.
I have a lot. I have a lot of those videos to make and a lot of
Yeah,
them to upload, like a lot. So there's a
because then
lot.
you can show the best tools.
Hmm.
You can show it how to do it, because I think when you don't know it, it's like me. You speak to me and you say there is lots of people who don't know when they
Right.
bought something. They buy it because the friend bought it and they say, "Oh, that's fantastic! I'm going to buy it one too." And sometimes they don't know what they are buying, and then
Oh
they do
yeah.
things,
No,
and then
I'm
they
gonna
say,
make
"Oh,
some great videos that, this is gonna be new in Europe. It's gonna be new. It's new here in the United States. So bicycle shops, mechanics, nobody's really sure. And so, I've talked to shops, I've talked to mechanics, I've taught them, I've educated them, I visited locations. And so, that's the big thing. You buy, for example, like an Onyx. How are you going to fix it? Who's going to do it for you?
yeah,
So the videos like that video, I'm going to make some other great videos. That channel is going to get really full with a lot of instructions.
yeah."
This way,
You
the
see the key.
customers, so
Yeah,
friends and customers, can follow these videos to do work and repairs. Um, See, that video, that's not
yeah. That
mine.
is
That belongs to
okay.
Brian. And that's
Yeah, but
great
this is
because
it.
this is an
But
example
it's
of
in
an
your
Onyx
channel.
customer. Yeah.
Yeah, but this is in your channel, and I see that's so easy to make it,
Hmm.
and you do it. That is just the key how to change the battery.
But
And I
it's
was
important to know it.
yesterday. Yes, it's very important. That's
Yeah.
what we need that's what we need for us, our communities. It's
Right.
not selling a board or not selling a bike, but they have to help us, because
Right.
lots of guys. First, the support is going to be everybody is going to make some simple questions like this. That is one thing you can do in your house. You don't have to call it the support.
Hmm.
Just changing a battery. If you have a
Right.
video like this, it's going to
Hmm.
be easy for all of us. All of us.
Right.
Because the support, sometimes you don't have time for that.
Listen, I gotta say, I've talked. Honda is a customer of mine for years now. I've got other customers. Mercedes is a customer of mine.
Yeah.
Uh, and I see how much time and money it costs to make videos to help customers. It's difficult. It's very
Yeah.
difficult. But the thing is, there's so many customers. So if the customers, all of them help out a little bit, we get the information faster, and sometimes we could kind of do it in a way we're all going to understand it better too, because we
Yeah.
are the customers.
Yeah. Now I'm going to show you a video. Maybe you can talk a little more about that, because that is from a guy who came, I think, in LA, uh, and
Is it going to be a surprise? Okay, got it. That's the shop.
no surprise. This is about the shop. I never make surprise. I always try to be fair. I think
Oh
that
no,
is
no, no. Actually, no. That's San Francisco. That shop is San Francisco.
okay,
So there's
because
two locations. There's one in San Francisco, one in Los Angeles.
and I see how professionals they are taking care of the bike. They are very
Yeah.
professional.
You don't see
I
that.
never
That's part of the
no.
reason I really, I was very open to becoming friends with this company because they're a real shop. This is like a shop. These are real mechanics. These bikes, people say, why does it take, 60, 90 days to get these bikes or longer? Because this is what happens. They put them together, all of them, piece by piece.
Yeah, that's. I see this video. I'm going to put the link here, because that
Mhm.
is from Bike Society, the guy who
Mhm.
make this. Hey,
Right.
Bike Society. I'm going to leave the link for you guys to see it, because
Right.
I
Great
think
video. I've seen it.
yeah, I see this video. I think that is lots of information. Everybody can see how everything works, how organized they are. how many time takes to mount
You know, I never realized
motorbike.
it. You're right. I just realized the floor at the shop is very clean. They are very clean. I don't see any food and dirt on that ground, so somebody cleaned it up. You know, the windows
That's
look clean, everything looks clean. Look, those people all look like they took a shower. So everything is clean. You know, it should be dirty. It's a bike shop.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
it's a bike shop. But I think because it's electric, today
hmm
you don't have these problems with motors that you have oil and then you have
right, right.
that is we are changing, and of course we have to think about the people today are more educated. They know they don't
Right.
want you if you want to have a presentation for something, you have to be
hmm
clean. You have to show it like before. Before that was like crazy.
Right.
Today I think there is more. But here shows how good is this company. And
hmm
I was very I say that is not how many bikes do he have here in a shop mounting. That is like
Oh, they have more. They're actually moving to a different location, and I'm completely wrong. That's Los Angeles, you know. The
that
other
is
parts look like San Francisco, but they're gonna actually leave that place. So they're
okay.
getting ready to move to a much, much bigger place.
I have to tell you something, my friend. I was impressed. I was impressed.
Mhm.
I hope that comes very soon to Europe. I think that is going to be like a sensation.
It
I think
will. I
that
think, I've learned about some of the laws in Australia, in Germany and some other
yeah,
countries, and I know they're difficult. They're very difficult laws, but you can't stop this. It's just going to happen. It's going to happen.
yeah, but
Um,
I speak about here in Europe. In Germany
mhm.
is the only place you're going to have problems. But I think you're not going to have problems because here, if you have a bike that goes more than 45 kilometers, I don't know. I think it's about 25 or 30
Right,
miles per
right.
hour. Then you're going to have this scooters license.
hmm
But if you have more than that, then you're going to have like a moto. You
Well,
have to
no,
have
yeah.
the
So some states, for example, Massachusetts, they let you register the Onyx as a moped, which is great.
okay.
So in some states, most states, the Onyx is an electric bicycle. In
Okay.
5 states, the Onyx is a moped. You got to get a plate. Massachusetts, you got to get a sticker. I have a list. I have it all written down because it's too much to remember. But there's like one state, for example. Actually, I got an interesting one. In the state of California, you can have an Onyx as a moped or as an e-bike. So if you're
Yeah.
like yeah, so the same state has kind of like two different laws. So if you're in like San Francisco, it's an electric bike. If you're in San Diego, it's a moped. It's a very big state, and it's fine. People ask, "Oh, do I have to register the Onyx?" If you do, what's wrong with that? There's just register it. Fine, you know. But there's never been a case that I've heard of where they can't ride the Onyx. They can get a plate on it. I have insurance on mine, so it's just how it is, and that's what helps the laws. If people have done it already, and they can show it, for example, let's say an extreme example, you show in the court that you were able to register it, that you were able to insurance, that means it's too late. That means that it's
Yeah.
going to happen. Mhm.
Okay. Because here in Europe you have to have a you have
I
to
mean,
have
if you want, I can come to Europe and I can change these laws for you. I can fix all this. I have a law firm. So,
okay. Yeah, but in German, I think in German you don't have no problems with that. When it's a bike or something like that,
right.
it's not a problem because in Germany, the big problem is like this: if you don't have insurance, you cannot ride it. For
That's
a
normal.
bike, for a bikes, you
Mhm.
can make insurance.
Right.
A bikes or motorbike is always insurance.
Right.
That's what I tell you last when we was in private that for one wheels.
Well, I mean,
Uh,
I think that if you're going to ride a one wheel, a uni, an Onyx, I think it's smart to have insurance.
yeah.
It's a good idea. Here, I don't need to have insurance, but I want insurance.
No, I
Something
love
can
to have
happen.
insurance.
It protects me, it
That's
protects the
why.
other person, helps out.
That's why we have here every 2 weeks. I have a German channel that we discussed about that. There's lots of people who say, "Oh, we don't need it," and I'm
Hmm.
always, because I drive it off road, and I
Hmm.
say, "It's kids off road, it's animals off road, it's you are off road. If something happens, you need insurance. That is a
Yeah,
responsibility."
you
And
should, and it's actually not that expensive. It's not.
no, it's very here in Germany. I think is about 20 dollars for a year.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
about 20,
That's less than
20,
us. That's less than
20
us.
no, $25. I think it's 20 euros. I think
Yeah, yeah,
25
yeah.
euros is about
Wow.
22, $23 about it year.
Right.
It's not
Wow.
expensive,
That's not
and you
expensive.
are insured.
The
Uh,
insurance for me
yeah,
is $160 for each bike every year. That's what it costs me.
no, no. Here in Germany, I think it's about 25.
Yeah.
I'm
You
not going
know,
to give you 100%, but I'm going to tell you around that.
I
If it's
think,
a small bike, a bike,
right,
but if it's
right,
a big bike, then you can go around 90 to 100 euros,
right.
about 20,
I
20.
think there are two Onyxes in Germany. Because I know a
Yeah.
couple people, they took the Onyx apart in parts and they shipped
Okay.
the parts. They shipped the parts to Europe, then they put the bike back together.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah. So
that is good. I have to see it because
that's how a lot of
I
people
know.
move motorcycles around the world. You know, when I wanted a motorcycle in Colombia that's not allowed, you take it apart. You take the motorcycle apart, you ship the parts, then you put it back together.
Okay, because like us, then I send you later maybe. Um, like us here in Germany, you don't see so many bikes. There is a company here in Germany that I see about 2 or 3 days.
Hmm.
Uh, Maybe they do the same like them. I think they are different. That's not come to us today. The important thing is for me is to bring these bikes from you guys because they are.
Right.
I think they are sensational, and I speak
Hmm.
with the community. They love it, and they say to
Hmm.
me, I say to the guys, "Hey, I'm going to speak with John. I'm going to talk a little more about that." And they say to me, "Oh, that is fantastic because we need a little more information, and the information is
Right.
not so many there. There is a little. Uh, most of them is from you, and
Right.
because you are the active guy from, you don't work for them, and you are active more than them,
Hmm.
more than the company.
No, no, that's not true. Los Angeles is very active. San Francisco,
Rodrigo is very active, yes, but
there's
you as a
more. I
private
I
person.
think in like the last 3 months, the videos have doubled. It's just it's a lot. But I'm gonna focus on what I do, and for example, in my head, I'm like, there's a couple of videos that really show you what it's like to drive the bike, but I can see the vision of like, this is the video we need, this is what we need to see, so people can really see see and experience what it's like. But it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
And what you tell to the guys who want to buy it? What is so special for this motorbike, this special
It can
bike?
really race. It can really, the RCR means racer, for racing. So that's what RCR means, and it can really race. When you get the bike, they give it to you with half the power. So you can learn to take the power and do this, and oh wow.
And change
It's
it.
it's yeah, it's very different after that. When the
I
bike
see.
comes original, the power that they give you, it's a lot of power. You don't have to change anything. It's great. But I'm always looking for trouble, so I turn it up.
It's like me.
Yeah.
There is about a month, about 6 months. I have a big accident, and I'm recovering for that. Uh, uh, and and keeps in a moment. You tell me there is two people maybe they are in Germany. I think. Do you know something about how to ship it to Europe? Is that easy? That is.
Well, I have
You,
friends that are they're distributors. They distribute other things, not bikes. But you
hmm
know, a lot of people see a lot of people think that I own Onyx. I don't. I do not own Onyx. I actually wanted to buy Onyx, but they
hmm
are not going to sell it to anybody because they know they have a very good thing. And so, but my friends
You never know.
that can do they can do logistics. They're the ones that told me about the couple of people that have shipped the bike to Europe in pieces.
Yes, that's the important because the big problem is always the battery. Is in Europe to for you to is lots of paperwork for bringing the
Well,
battery.
the new battery, the new Onyx battery, like I said, is the first battery in a company like this. And that battery is what I call the gold standard. That is the battery that everybody needs to do. You know, that's the battery that's safer, smarter. It takes care of itself. You can talk to it. You can open up an app on your phone and talk to the battery on the Onyx. I put videos of me doing 15,000 watts. I'm going to be doing next week probably 20 to 22,000 watts. So you know, it's just pretty powerful. So it can move.
Yeah, the other question I want to have for you, and I was forgetting, is about how work the web
It's good.
or
It's good. So
yes,
it's I've had motorcycles, and it's a lot of the videos that I recommend are videos for motorcycles because the Onyx handles like a motorcycle. So when it's wet, the brakes work really good when you're going straight, but just like a motorcycle, when you're turning, you got to be careful. Same thing with any motorcycle, but it's great.
yeah. But the web do have everything. You can change lots of things in a web from the bike. There is like lots of things you can
Oh,
work with the
modifications. Yeah, there's a lot of
modification.
modifications. There's a lot of
Okay,
people that have changed their bikes a lot and customized them a lot and changed pieces and parts and made custom parts.
yeah, that is important because now we are seeing here like here.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen good modifications. I still haven't seen really a bad modification. Luckily, all the Onyx customers that have modified their bikes, they've made good modifications, you know.
But I think you don't need to make so many
No,
modifications.
you don't have to. I think it's because so many people see the bikes that I have that I try to keep them original. I mean, I could modify my bike, but I'm happy with it. And plus, you know, people get to see what the bike looks like as close as possible to original.
I think the original is fantastic. I think when you
It
start to
is.
change
It
it,
is. It,
it's going to lose it's going to lose this beauty. I
some,
think
some.
the people have to think. Okay, everybody has the right to change it and put it like he wants when you buy it. But I think when you change your like me, I have other boards and something like that. And I try not to change it so much because I love it like they
Yeah,
are. Because
right.
sometimes you think you can make something special and you're going to make it not.
Or
So my friend,
maybe, or maybe you want to keep the warranty. That could be another reason. You know,
yeah,
because the Onyx comes with
that,
a 2 year warranty. That's 2 years.
oh, 2 years for the
2 year
battery?
warranty. 2 year for the
No.
battery, 2 year for the bike. Yeah, it's 2 years. 2 years all around. The battery, the Onyx battery, if you take care of it, if you take care of it, 4 years. You know, so
4 years.
if you don't take care of the battery, maybe like 14, 16 months, it'll start having problems. It's a battery. The Onyx doesn't
Yeah.
make this.
Yeah.
This is a lithium. So same kind you'll
Okay.
find in a Tesla. This is a different chemistry than the Tesla, but
How much
it
costed?
doesn't.
How much costed one battery? One
If I
the normal one.
buy, this is actually a very Panasonic is one of the most famous popular batteries because it's very reliable, it's very
Mm-hmm.
trusted. It's a great quality battery. So when I was a new Onyx customer and I opened up the battery, which I'm not supposed to do that, but I opened it
Yeah.
up because I wanted to see what's inside, and I found these. I was like, this is a great battery to choose for the bike. So this battery, if I go buy this, is about $4. If I buy 1,000 of these, then maybe it's like maybe like $250, something like that.
But is then of course if you guys if you buy a bike or something like that, what John tells is right. Don't open it. You're going to lose
You don't
it.
need to. You don't need
You
to.
don't need it because you're going to lose everything. Then
Yeah,
it's like if
you have
you
a
have a small
problem,
problem.
bring the bike to me or call Onyx.
Yeah.
We actually have 5 people here in New York City that help out with the Onyx.
Yeah, see, you have the contacts here. When you go
Yeah,
to his website, there is the names of contacts you can contact. I'm going to leave everything in a link here, guys. If you have
sure,
a problem,
sure.
if you have questions, if you have something, this guy is fantastic. John is
Thank
the
you.
first time I speak with him. I was amazed how he talked with me. And what I like more about him, he was a straight person to me. He say, if that is a stupid interview, I don't have no time. Okay. Yeah, I'm telling Pilates, but I think that is the right way to do the thing
Yeah, it's
because
true. You did. Yeah, it's true.
yeah, I think that is was very special how you talked with me and I think everybody has to be like you because
Thank you.
I don't want to lose my time of my life too,
Right,
because
right,
something is not going to help nobody. And
right.
you make me work a little more to know a little more about this motorbikes, and that
Thank
is
you.
the important thing. That is the important thing is now it's open. The people are
Right,
going to know a little more about you.
right.
They know where they can contact you because I
Hmm.
think there is lots of ways the people are going to find you and
Hmm.
I know you are very busy, and I don't want to keep you here. What is your desire for the future of this company that you love so much?
The thing is, it's already happening. What I wanted for this company, it's happening right now. These guys, when I call them and talk to them, they're laughing, they're having a good time. Here's the fun thing. This is I have a lot of reasons why I like Onyx. They ride their own bikes. They
Oh,
have the
that's
bikes and they
important.
ride the same bikes that they sell to customers.
Yes,
They
yes,
break the bikes. They beat up the bikes. They literally punch the bikes and
yeah,
then just
that's
beat them and
correct.
beat them and beat them. Those guys, they have a lot of experience with their own
Lots
bikes,
of miles.
which, yeah,
That's
so that you don't
interesting.
see that. I've talked to other bike companies, but these guys, they're just like me. We have a lot in common.
Yeah, they make it like this. There is the other guys who create it, and they give it to the YouTubers and the
They
guys.
ride it. They beat every week. They're riding these bikes. They're destroying them. Onyx will destroy Onyxes. They just beat on the bike and put it
Yeah,
out. You know?
but that's the evolution of the company because every
Yeah,
time you are doing this test, you are testing everything if that is okay for us in the community. Then I can say,
exactly. And
okay, that is good.
everything's been fixed. We have the answers for everything, every little thing. You know?
And now, John, I have maybe the last question. What do you say to the people who like to buy this bike? Why? Why to buy this bike?
Oh,
What is
well, if you,
special
well,
reason that you
you
think?
get some choices. You get choices. I'm going to say that, the bike has these switches,
Yes,
eco, normal, sport.
yes, yes.
So if you're riding with friends or maybe family, you put it in eco, and it's very gentle. It's a very gentle bike. And if you want to maybe cruise a little bit more, you put it in normal. If you want to drive like me, very irresponsible, you put it to sport, and then it just goes
You have
crazy.
the
But
option.
yeah, it gives you could drive it however you want to drive it. It's very comfortable. But the
But the
reasons to
question,
get it is you have an amazing range, a lot of amazing power you could use at any time. You can pass cars. I mean, I go on the
yeah,
highways here in New York City and it works. I
yeah,
have the video of me on the highway on Instagram and everything.
mhm,
So
yeah, the video.
people love it,
And
you know.
yeah, that's why I ask you. The other, I forget to ask. Can you take two persons, or that is too much?
No, you could do it. the video that I put up of the group ride, you could see there's somebody with 2 people on the Onyx. If you look carefully, you'll see it. People
Okay.
do it. It's comfortable. I think I'm talking to Onyx about taking the Onyx and making it selling the same bike, but with the option for it to be a little longer. You know, just a
Okay.
little longer. The bike is great right now, but to have an option to make it longer, you know, that way if you're a taller person or 2 people, it's just a little more comfortable. But it's great.
Yeah.
There's people that are 6'5" riding the bike. People that are like 320 pounds riding the bike. Everybody's comfortable.
Yeah, I love this one with the wheels, with the tires, off road. I think that is a fantastic. That is
The
like
DRT, yeah, you're talking about. Yeah, it's
I
great.
think
It's
I think
great.
that is like an animal. But of course,
Mhm.
for the streets, it's better when you have slick tires. I think that
Right,
you're going to you're going to enjoy it more. But if you go
right,
off road, you have a big machine in your hands. Okay,
right.
my friend.
Okay,
Uh, Thank you very much for you
you're
to
welcome.
come. I want
Anytime.
to see you maybe in 1 year or 6 months if comes something new.
I'm
I hope
here.
you
I'm here.
I
I'm a
hope
New
you
Yorker.
see.
I'm staying.
If you guys have questions to John Angel, he's from New York, Manhattan. He's always creating rides with the community. If you have problems, you have the contacts here in the link. You can contact him. He's a very
Mhm.
fast guy. You're going to see all the possibilities you're going to need. If you want to direct contact the company, I'm going to put the link here. If you are riders not from USA, I think this guy is going to bring new things for us out
Right.
from USA. And if you have a special requestment, I think you can contact the guys from America, and they're going to try to sell you in parts or something like that. They're going to try to take care of you like his baby. I think they are a special company. I think there is a company with a big future.
Right.
John, he changed my mind about A-bikes because I
Hmm.
see your videos, how you talk it, and I
Right.
think you are a very special person in
Thanks for
our
watching.
community.
Thank
And I
you.
hope everybody thank you and enjoy it with your bike all the time.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure to meet you, and we stay in
Yes.
contact.
Of course. I'll
Okay,
be
my
around.
friend.
Same.
Okay, bye bye. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Have a good night
Bye.
or a good day. In you,
Yeah.
it's
Good
midnight.
day.
Either
That's
because
right.
me it's in the evening. Okay, my friend. Thank you very much. Bye
Okay.
bye.
Okay. Okay. Take care.